Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm RetroNemo, and if you've been on the internet at all this last couple of days, you'd know that there's been some rumors floating around that the beloved Adult Swim show Rick and Morty was having some complications considering it's season 4, specifically the production of it. As you all know, Rick and Morty had just finished its biggest and most viewed season yet, causing the show to fully hit the mainstream. For some, this meant Rick and Morty officially became basic, while others embraced its now enormous fan base, logic cameos and all. However, things got rocky over the last week with a tweet by co-creator Dan Harmon. A fan had called him a lazy alcoholic on Twitter for not finishing season 4, at least the writing. Well, Harmon shot back right away with, "I hear ya, tough spot. On one hand, it can be challenging, especially with crippling lazy alcoholism, to write a show that hasn't even been ordered by a network. On the other hand, the thought that fans like you pay the price, I'm gonna grab a drink." After this tweet, the internet began to freak out. Does this mean Rick and Morty's ending? Is this the end of Rick and Morty? Am I just jumping to conclusions here? Well, it seems like it might be the latter this time. First and foremost, Rick and Morty, even most Adult Swim shows in general, are not shy to long wait times in between seasons. Just from season 2 to 3, it took about a year and a half. So no matter what, we should brace for a little bit of a wait here. However, the show not being picked up does not automatically mean it's canceled. Sure, the fact that Adult Swim's most popular show to date wouldn't be renewed for new seasons automatically, especially after having the biggest season yet, is a bit concerning. However, it's very clear from the cast and crew alike that Rick and Morty has a very slow production cycle. Brian Ridley, a writer and producer on the show, has said in an interview back in January of this year, "I know how long the show takes to write, let alone animate. I'd be surprised if there was a 4th season on the air anytime sooner than 2019, late 2019. He goes on to say, "I never understood why everybody, all parties, Dan, Justin, and Adult Swim, didn't get their shit together and make the show fast." So it seems like they're aware of how long the show takes, and not everyone's happy with that. However, with all this evidence here, it seems like Rick and Morty isn't canceled by any means. Simply, it takes a while to get into the swing of production, on all ends. It seems like this is all premeditated fear and jumping to conclusions. However, there's some evidence to show that perhaps Rick and Morty is not only having a season 4, but in the middle of production. You see, the famous voice actress Tara Strong said in a Reddit AMA when asked about possibly revoicing Tinkles, "I was just in the studio doing another voice this season, but I can't tell you what it is. I would love if Tinkles came back. That was a super fun character." So Tara Strong basically confirmed that season 4 of Rick and Morty is in production. They're recording the voices. And when a show is in that stage of production where they're doing the voice acting, that means at least the writing and animatics are already done. So if Tara Strong is telling the truth, and I don't know why she would lie, they could be farther along in production than everyone else thinks. And in that case, it's just another case of clickbait fake news. America is screwed. However, there's another side to this story that you may not think about. The Rick and Morty team are notorious pranksters. They dropped the season 3 finale on April Fool's Day with no advertising and no word about it, and no one knew, no one expected it. They pull stunts and jokes all the time. Maybe this whole thing is a joke meant to throw off people. Think about it. Rick and Morty is such a huge show and had its biggest season yet. Why would they wait so long in production? Why wouldn't they start right away? Logically, it just makes sense that they'd be in the middle of production, and that lines up with what Tara Strong had said. Justin Roiland made a comment on the issue, saying that it was an issue on Turner's end and that he was spending time at Squanch Tendo, his gaming company. This could easily be a cover-up for working on the show, and again, passing the blame to other people, so people go to Turner and complain instead of thinking it's the writers. It's just meant to throw everybody off here. And it would make sense that they're just trying to trick people into thinking season 3 is not being made at all. In reality, it is. Some theorize that perhaps this has to do with the show having more than 10 episodes this season. That's why they're working harder at it, and they want people to be surprised. Though it could be another April Fool's Day stunt where they literally drop the season 4 premiere on a random date. No one even knew it was being worked on. Everyone thought the show was taking time to be in production, when in reality they're working harder than ever. And honestly, personally, to me, you guys, this does not sound far-fetched by any means. I totally believe this. It just seems like something Rick and Morty would do. But as always, guys, what do you, the viewers, think? Do you think Rick and Morty's canceled? Do you not? Do you even care? Do you hate the show? Do you love the show? Let us know in those comments down below. As always, guys, if you're thinking, how can I help out the Roundtable a little bit more? You can donate to us on Patreon and have your names featured here like all these wonderful people. Or for a little extra, you can get your own shout out at the end of the month. If you can't get enough of the Roundtable, you can follow us at RoundtableViz with our Instagram and Facebook under the same name, or our Snapchat RoundtableYT. As always, if you enjoyed this video, share it, give it a like, show your friends, and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. As always, I'm RetroNemo. This is your daily dose of cartoon news, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I like hippocampus. They wear their shirts.